Going on, everybody? Gonna give a week 4 food plot update. This domain's really coming on right now for the Bombshell. The Beetdown is just starting to take off. We got some rain Thursday. We got about an inch of rain last night. I checked the stuff yesterday. It popped overnight, but watering it last week with that water tank definitely got this stuff through until we could get this rain. So let's take a peek. So in week 4, the Bombshell, where it was growing the best here, it's about 10 inches tall roughly. And then as we move across the field, you can definitely see that it's overseeded, but there's going to be a lot of green tonnage here. As we start getting out into this clay area where it struggled last week, this is where I watered. These plants really came on, and since last night's rain, I mean literally you can visually see that they grew. But this plot's going to turn out pretty good. Then the alfalfa finally is filling in with this rain. Here's a close-up look at that alfalfa. It's about anywhere from 4 to 6 inches tall depending on where you're at in the field out there. But, with all this rain we got, I expect that to fill in nicely. I mean, here's the Beetdown plot. So if you look really hard, you can see the greenery starting to fill in. I probably would have planted this one earlier, knowing that it takes longer to germinate and get going. But as long as we don't get an early frost, we should still be able to make something out of this Beetdown. Curious to see what it does. And then we did winter wheat last week at the farm. So we had some leftover. So we got about 3 passes with the grain drill here all the way back to the farm equipment over there. So very interested to see how all 3 or all 4 of these are going to combine together to pull some deer from the woods actually into this wide open country. But I don't know. I'm going to keep doing these 1-week updates. That way anybody that's planted these 2 for a food plot can kind of see how they grow, how they might modify things. Like I said, the Beetdown, I think it's the perfect seeding rate on that one that I did. The Bombshell, I definitely would have spread that thing out a lot more knowing what I know now, but it's still going to be a pretty good plot. But so I also bought a ladder stand last week, got it assembled yesterday. Gonna try and put it in that tree. That was supposed to happen today, but because of the rain it's too muddy to get the stuff out here. We also made a homemade blind out of an old farm tank, fertilizer tank, today, so that might end up there instead of the ladder stand. We're not sure yet what we're gonna do, but yeah, we'll see how this stuff grows throughout the week here. Tune back in for a week 5 update sometime next week.